Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another live chat with me, Portia. Yes, I am here again, and I am on the same topic about traveling tips. So we have probably one or two more areas to cover. So I'll be going into that this evening. So I'm going to do my little introductories. All right, so I am Portia. I create contents on travels, personal travels, business and organizations highlights, and I showcase events. You know, I I want to thank each and every one of you for watching my videos, my regular viewers, my subscribers. You have been watching my videos from start to end. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that and for giving me a thumbs up. Remember to always give a thumbs up. That helps with YouTube putting your video to other persons who need the contents like what I offer, right? Also, um, yeah, I guess that's it. it's I want to make sure that I cover all the things that I have today for you within the 1 hour that I have. Okay, so yeah, how is your day? There's a song that says, "Did you check on me?" And I just want to find out, how was your day? Was it a good day that you had? If you had a good day, just be grateful and thankful. If you have been having a bad day, I want to say, still count your blessings. Because you see, once you have your life, there's a saying that it's better to be a mangy dog than a dead lion. I don't know if you know mangy dog, but mangy dog is like when the dog is not fed. Yeah. I know in Canada we feed the dogs. They're well taken care of. Some of them even have their little dog shoes, especially when it snows. Yeah. And they still have to go outside. Yeah, they have the dog shoes, so they're well taken care of. But there are other places in the world where dogs become mangy. So, we say it's better to be alive, basically, and not having all the luxuries of life that we would want than to be a lion that, king of the jungle, you know, king of the animal kingdom and being dead. Yeah. So there's always hope. There's always hope. I always say that once you are alive, anything is possible. And we know with God that all things are possible. So do hope if you're not having a good day. But welcome. And with me, I know you're going to have a good day. All right. So let's get into it. Last week, we talked about travel tips. We talk about, when you're planning in that planning stage. But this week, we're going to talk about when you're actually packing. Hmm. Yes. But do you know what is gate anxiety? Gate anxiety is actually gate anxiety. Yes, it's a new word that is in the traveling realm. But what it really means is that you're so anxious to be at the airport so you don't miss your flight. And you're also anxious to check on the gate. Many times you check the board or you check the the decks or the attendant's desk, or you will check, your boarding pass. You listen keenly if there's an announcement. Well, that happens to me. I make sure I listen. I always try to listen, but that anxiety that comes with arriving, is traveling anxiety, basically. So that's the buzzword, and I just wanted to share with you. Have you ever experienced that when you're traveling, you want to get to the airport, you keep on checking on your board, your gate to see if it has changed, if anything has changed. Yes. So that is it. All right. So let me know if that has happened to you. For me, only the gate, because I tell you many times. Just give you one case in particular. I remember I arrived about 2 hours early at the airport. I think it was in Canada. I think it was in Canada. If it's not, it's the US. But I was traveling, going back to Jamaica. And I arrived about 2 hours early. Me always get there like an hour before, right. Just the time that I know I can comfortably check on and, walk around and go to the duty free and all of that. Yeah. But I arrived, I had 2 hours on my hands, checking everything done at 2 hours. So I started talking with this lady who was early too. And we're talking and we're talking. Then lo and behold, we heard our names call. They changed the gate on us. We were at the gate waiting, you know? But they changed it on us. And now we were running from one end of the airport to the other extreme end, me and this lady, to catch the flight back to Jamaica. So it does happen. So from that time on, I do have a gate anxiety. Yes, when it comes to that, I make sure I know what's going on, check the board, make sure that I don't miss the flight. All right. But once you're early, once you pay attention, you'll be all right. Okay. This week in this live video, as I said before, I'm going to share 10 travel tips for packing. There's a lot, but I'm only going to share 10. Some other time, I'll share some more, right? So the first one is make a packing list. Make a packing list. Make a packing list. It's so important that I had to repeat it 3 times. I think I have someone online with me. Okay. So, traveling tip. So, always make a list. And you know the thing about it? You can have that list on your computer. When you remember something, you put it on your list. Or if you're more comfortable with a notebook, put it beside you when you're working or in your diary, just so you can keep on adding to that list. Because sometimes you're not going to remember everything all at once, especially when the time draws near. And when it is the day, you want to make sure that everything that you need is packed. All right. So that's the first thing, right? Take the time to make a packing list of everything and anything that you might need. Have that list near your computer or notebook so you can jot it down. And that eliminates stress. Stress. You don't need stress when traveling. You want to be bubbly and happy and, excited. Yes. So take that one into consideration. That's the first one. The second one, start packing early. Yes, start packing early, because when you pack early, you tend not to miss anything. So if you're using your list, when you think of the item, you jot it down, because at the moment you may not be able to pack it. But as you go along, you can always put it inside that luggage, right? So you know that that one goes there, that is already there. So when the time comes, you're not all tired. So you can able to have some fun when you reach your destination the same day. All right. So start packing like about a week before, and regular reviewing your packing list. All right. To make sure that you have everything and you're all set to go. The third thing on the list is to plan with outfits rather than options. And what I mean by that, you're going to make sure that you color code. You have different outfits for the occasion and the day. Remember, we talk about your itinerary. So each day in your itinerary, you know that you're going to go to this place. So, and you're going to go in the evening to this place. So for that day, you have um, stuff for the day, stuff for the evening. But say, for example, you can change the top and you'll have the bottom, just say, depending on where you're going to go. So with that, you're able to have multiple outfits. Say, for example, you have six blouse and four bottoms, like jeans, bottom, shorts, or whatever it is, based on where you're going. If you're going to the Amazon, you know what you'll wear. So if you're going to the tropics, if you're going to where there's a lot of snow, like Canada in the winter, yeah. So you know what you're going to need. So based on that, you're going to put all those colors together, and that gives you multiple outfits, right? Yes, that's a little trick. I remember once Steve Harvey, he dressed this young man, and he had like four suits, and then he has the shirt, about few shirts and a few pants, and he mismatch all of those colors, and they came up to probably about um 12 or so outfit, a lot of outfit that that young man got from just those selected, you know suits that Steve Harvey dressed him in. So that's all I'm saying. Make sure you think through your outfit and mix them up, and you get less to pack. So the full outfit, including shoes and accessories, make sure you include those as well. Have outfits that can mix and match, right? And as I said, probably six top, four bottoms, different colors, so you can, put them together. The next thing on the list is using packing cubes. So these are just like you have your suitcase, and the packing cubes are just little bags, or little, some are mesh, some are cloth, some are made from different materials, and they have different lengths based on your suitcase. They have different sizes and what you're going to put in them, right? So you would say, for example, the bigger one, you put your even wear. Another one, you put your underwear and personal items. Another one, you put your shoes. So you see, when you fit all those things in each of them, you find that the suitcase holds so much more, so much more. When I went to our last trip, those videos are coming out soon. I did that, putting the things in the cube, and they were so much better than just folding them and putting them away. Yeah. So take that into consideration. All right. The cubes, they will make, with organizing your luggage space, your outfits, making unpacking ones at your destination even easier. So when you arrive at your destination, you find that you know where the things are. You're organized. And when you're organized, it's less stress and less hassle to figure out where the things are, and where to put what, and where to locate things. Yeah, so much um, more time for you to enjoy your vacation, your trip, what your time, whatever it is, right? Yeah, so that's six. have my props. Yes, until I become good at it. Yeah, I have my props. Well, always try to, have your backup. Always try to make sure that you're prepared. You may not remember everything, so when you have your notes, that will help guide you along. Okay? All right. The next thing, number 5, is get a luggage scale. I have a scale, but it's big enough for me. This is it. This is it. I also have another one. Where is that one? Let me see. No, it's around the other side, but it's a glass one. So you put it on the suitcase on it, and it will tell you the weight. You know, um, most places 50 is the check on weight. Anything over that you may have to pay. So it's good to pack, know the weight at home before you go there. And it's always good to just pack a little bit less than the regular, because than the required amount, because sometimes when you go there you find that it's a lot more on the scale than what you have at home, because your scale may not be accurate, Mm-mm. It may not be that accurate. All right, but it gives you an idea of how much is in it. All right, let me see. And also bear in mind that when you're coming back, you want to have space, because say you have to carry gift for Frankie, you have to carry a gift for your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or if you're taking a boyfriend with you, your girlfriend, your mother, your aunt, your cousin, your daughter. You want to be able to have a space to put in all the gifts for yourself and for others. You want to make sure whatever you carrying back, you can carry. All right, else you have to leave some of the clothes. So that is how it is. Make sure you weigh before. All right, and that definitely will cause you to avoid the overweight fee, and to have people in the back saying, what is this lady? Why she pack so much something? No, they don't have to say that. You know, you'll already have an idea of how much is in there. And when you go, you're good to go, quick and fast. All right. Number 6, store delicate items in your shoes. I practice it. For example, I roll, like, I put the toothpaste, or I put so say for example, I'm carrying, those little things, and like creams, and you buy stuff. You buy stuff and you're carrying it back for your family. Yeah? Well, my family in Jamaica. So whatever I buy and whatever I'm carrying, if I'm carrying my personal stuff, I can just wrap them and put them in the shoes, because the shoes have little space. I don't even have a shoes nearby. So you fold whatever item it is with a thin um, blouse or shirt, and you just tuck it right there into the shoes. I know those who have relatives and friends back home. Yeah, back, wherever you originate from, or if you're on vacation and you're good, whatever it is, you tuck it right in there. There's so much that can hold. You're frightened to know, and it protects your shoes. All right, and it doesn't even have to be shoes. It just have things that have a little gap, a little space. You can put other items in there and take back. All right. So if you go to the store and you see something that you want to carry back, and it can fit in the shoes, you just tuck it right in there, okay? All right, so that's with put in delicate items. You have a glass bottle and you don't want it to break, you just tuck it right there in shoe. But it's good to always wrap it first and then put it inside there. All right. Some people put it the socks, use the socks. I've done that too. When I'm traveling now, let me tell you something. I usually travel to the US more than I've ever traveled, you know, to Canada. And let me tell you, when I'm coming back, I pack up everything that I can pack. Yes, you know. So I've used socks. Yeah, just because socks is thin somewhat. If you fold it, it becomes thick. But if you put something into that and put it in the shoes, you find that you have a lot of space. Yes, so there's tricks and trade. All right, so if you stick with me, you'll learn a lot more if you don't know. All right, so that's something to consider. Store delicate items in your shoes. Number 7 is rolling your clothes. Rolling versus folding, right? Roll clothes can fit right down. It can fit, so roll clothes can fit right down into the crevice of your luggage. Yes, rolling as opposed to folding is even better for wrinkle prone items, right? Roll thin clothes and put in shoes for space. A few items may require neat folding, so do what is best, right? So you weigh the pros and the cons. You look and see and say, okay, the best thing is to roll, because when you roll, you have more. Let me see if I can find something to roll. I should have brought something to demonstrate. Would be easier. All right, so I have a napkin. I'm trying to see. All right, I'm going to use the hand towel that I have. All right, so you have the hand towel. So this is it. You're going to fold it. Yeah, you fold it, you fold it. You see, it has space. Yeah, but if you roll it, if you roll it, see that? We are rolling it. Rolling it. All right. So we roll it. Oh, we can roll it again. See that? Yep. We are rolling it again. See that? Look at that. Yeah. And you roll it, and guess what you're going to do to it? You're gonna put it in that one little area. You see, even the tip of the shoes, you can just tuck it right down into the tip of the shoes, and it holds perfectly. Yes, so that's what we mean by rolling, right? It's so much better. But then you have to weigh the pros and the cons about what do you roll, because there are some items that you definitely have to, fold and put it in than opposed to rolling. So you have to use your better judgment with that. All right, good. Right. So we are going to move on to number 8. Yes, number 8 on the list. Utilize your carry on. What do I mean by that? Pack essentials such as personal items, underwear, valuables, also 1 to 2 outfits, and a pair of shoes in every carry-on. Just what? Just in case. I tell my nieces when they're traveling, make sure if you're doing a check-on, make sure in your carry-on you have a replica of your check-on in your carry-on. So you have an outfit, 1 or 2 outfits, you have a shoes, you can survive if anything should happen. Welcome, welcome. Glad you could join us. We're talking about we're talking about traveling, packing tips for traveling. All right. So always try to have a replica of what you have in your check on, right? So if anything should happen, you know that you're okay. Just the other day, a friend of ours shared that his brother and wife came to visit, and their check on didn't arrive with them. And so they will have to get clothing. They'll have to purchase clothing. It took it cut in on your traveling money. So it's always good to do that. It's always good to make sure you have the same on what's important in your carry-on. I always do that. I always have what's important, because that is unaccounted for. And sometimes if you get the opportunity to see when they are unloading, when they are loading, that's happening outside of your control. You check the luggage on, it goes through the belt, it goes down, they take it out. Sometimes they mix it up. So if it's to go to Thailand, is going to Japan. No, my friend is not here this week. But yeah, it goes to Japan or it goes somewhere else. And it's going to take a time to get back to you. So it's always good to make sure you have a replica of your check on and what's important, valuable items in it. I remember my grandmother by my mom's side. I think there was a wedding and she carried the wedding dresses, and they didn't come because they were in the check on, if my memory serves me right. They were in the check on, so it didn't come. So if you're going to a wedding or going to a special occasion and you're going to need those items, make sure you put them in your carry on. And you have your handbag. So there may be 1 and 2 things in your carry-on that you can carry in your handbag and make space, right? Okay. All right, let's see what else we have. We're at number 9. So use toiletry bags instead of Ziplocs. We normally have little bags, little plastic bags that we use to put little items in. You put your toothpaste in that, you put your lotion in that, you put your makeup in that, you know, different things you put in it. So it's better to have a toiletry bag than to have multiple Ziploc bags. So that it helps to eliminate space, eliminate, multiple space. You can utilize that space for something else, right? So this will help you to bring only what is also needed, you know. You pack so many things in these Ziploc bags, yeah. But when you decide to use a toiletry bag and you start to zero it down on what you're going to need. You find that you don't need 10 of this, and you don't need 5 of that. You only need 2 or 1. So with that, you're able to save on space for your gifts coming back. Yes, you can always keep your toiletry case with the items for the next trip. So, what this is saying is that when you are finished, when you return home and you are going to travel again, you don't have to think about getting a new Ziploc bags, or you don't need to get toiletry. You don't need to pack that again because you would have already have those little items in there. So you know that that is already taken care of. You may replenish 1 or 2 things, but the majority I'm sure you're going to use again, so you can just keep them there. All right. And that eliminates one aspect of packing. Right. And we are down to number 10. Check for prohibited items. This is very important. Check with your airline or your country to find out what can you pack or what you're not supposed to take with you, because even though in your country it may be okay, but with another country or airline, it's not okay. So make sure you know what are their requirements and what are the things that they do not accept, right? This will save you so much time and money because they are going to dispose of those items. They're going to take them and they're going to dispose of them. And you're going to have to repurchase. So it's always good to, be aware of what those items are that you're allowed to carry, and those that you're not allowed to carry. You say label your items even if you put them in bottles or containers from the original. You know, this is saying label. So if you have a clear bottle, make sure you label it. If whatever it is that is in there, once it's not the original. Hi, Jayla. Welcome. I'm happy you could join me. How have you been? Let me know how was your day. All right. So we have a Jayla with us, and she's joining from Mexico. It was good. Nice. That's nice. I'm happy that you could join me. I'm liking your company. Okay. Tell me something that you did today that, made you feel good. So I have been talking about traveling tips for packing. If you have any travel tips, you can let me know. Like when you went to California, what is that travel tip? That some of the things that you experience, you can let me know. All right. All right. So that's Jayla C, my friend from Mexico. She's a part of the family. All right. So we're at number 10. It says check. So we talk about number 10. So I want to give you an example. When I was traveling from Jamaica, I think to Canada, I think it's to Canada, I had castor oil for my hair. Yeah, I had castor oil for my hair. I was to wash my hair today. I'm sorry, guys. I was to wash my hair today, but I had so many things to do in today, so I didn't wash it. So that's how you see it. But does it look nice? I think Jada liked the quinoa last week, but I think I'm going to twist it this week. Yeah, I'm going to wash it tomorrow and give it a twist. Yes. and maybe it will be in until Thursday. I don't know for the next chat. It's okay, but it looks good. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. So, we're talking about travel tips. So if you have any, you can let me know any travel tips. All right, I'm going to go over them. But I was sharing about the castor oil. So if you know castor oil, it's dark in color. And the one that I had was black castor oil that was processed um, through a processing machine. So it processed the coating itself. Normally with regular castor oil, how you make it, you martyr it, and the white and the other part, and then you boil it. But with this processing machine, you just send it through the machine, and it gives you the oil. So this darkness of it, everything. But if you want it without the dark color, you can actually take off the coating, the black coating, and use the white, and that will give you just brown castor oil. Still good, both of them. To tell you the truth, the black one is more potent than even the brown one, but the brown one that you castor oil, it's little bit, it's less strong in terms of the smell than the black one. But all three I've used and they are very good. So I had the black, jet black castor oil. And the person who was checking my luggage took it, and she said, because it does not because she asked me what it is. I said it's castor oil. She said because it doesn't have a label on it, even a handwritten label, she wouldn't be able to give it back to me. So because it didn't have to say it's castor oil, she wasn't able to give it back to me. It wasn't a big, it was probably about this size. Yeah, it wasn't a big one, but it was about that size. And I lost that. Yeah, it could have served me for a good while, but I lost that because I didn't have any thing to label it, to say any label on it to say that this is castor oil, right? So it's always good to label your items, no matter how small they are. At least they can read and see what it is. They can open to and smell and say what is in there is what they really smell. Okay? All right. Yeah. Are you still with me, Jayla? Okay. So my friend is in and out. Yeah, so basically, that is those tips for today. I just want to go over them again in terms of listing the headings. So we say number one is make a packing list. Number two, start packing early. Number three, plan with outfits rather than options, right? So when we say options, we actually mean when we feel like I want to carry or I want to wear. But when you plan it out, and based on your itinerary, based on the places, and you also have to be flexible. So, based on all those things, it's better to plan it and say, I want things that I can mismatch and wear, so that I have more than one of it. I've done it, I do it. When I'm traveling, I try to do that as best as possible. I have probably two jeans pants, a skirt, a dress, couple blouses, so that I can, intertwine all of them and make it work. I color code something must match with something so that it can serve me for the time without packing a lot of things in my luggage. Come, I have to carry home things for my people. carry things to Jamaica for my people whenever I travel overseas. That's what I used to do. And now traveling back to Jamaica, I do the same. I pack up my suitcase and I carry stuff for myself because you have to carry things to keep you going and you want to carry a gift for others. So I do that. Yeah. And the next thing, number two, start packing early. Don't wait till the last minute. You get frustrated and you're definitely going to miss something. And sometimes it's very important. And just extra, please make sure when you're packing your stuff, you pack your long before your passport and the documents that you're going to need, your IDs, whatever it is. Make sure you even have a little pouch that you can put it in so that, and it's where your traveling items are. Put it in a carry-on or your handbag that you know you're going to carry with you and make sure it's there because if it's not there, you may forget it when you're going through the door. So try to do that early. Number three, plan with outfits rather than options. And I explained that already. Make sure your color code, make sure things can go with each other. Number four, use packing cubes, use little bags in the suitcase so that things can pack well. And they are, like how would I say, they have their different areas. So you have a bag for this, you have a bag for that, and you know exactly where the things are when you're unpacking. And you even when you're on your vacation, you're organized. Things are not all over the place. And you have to pack and waste time when you should be heading out to go to that lovely attraction. Yeah. So do that and it will help a lot. You will see. Number five, get a luggage scale. Always try to weigh before so you're not surprised and in the line at people waiting in the line and getting annoyed at you. No, 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 no. And you don't want that stress on you. You want to make sure it's just one, two, three, so you can go to the duty free store and do other stuff. Number six, store delicate items in your shoes that will protect them from breaking and protect your shoes too. It's not, bend and all out of sort. All right. Number seven, roll in your clothes and roll in instead of folding. But then you use your judgment to see which one is better for you. Okay. And in some instances, you definitely have to fold. You definitely have to fold and roll. So it's all up to what it is. And number eight, utilize your carry-on. You know, put essential items in there. Things that you're definitely going to need. You can't do without when you're at your your destination. And it will also serve as um, it will also help you with having that peace of mind when you travel, knowing that even if your carry-on don't reach at the same time, you won't be dispositioned. You will still you know enjoy your trip, right, until your luggage arrives. Right. Number nine, use toiletry bags instead of Ziploc bags. That eliminate a lot of plastic. Yeah, it will make it for environmentally friendly as well. But it also make you more organized. It makes you more. Um, it makes you, you know, have everything in that space that you want, and it's all over your back, all over the place, and it's easy too when you go to custom that they will see all those items there and they know definitely what it is, right? Opposed to you having plastic here and there and all over the place and them searching and finding it They can just do one search and that's it. They know that it's all those items, right? And number 10, the last one, is check for prohibited items, right? Check with your airline and the country to see what can be accepted and what are not accepted. This is very important. They always tell you whenever they send their um your ticket, your information about the flight, they will tell you to check, and they will say, check this link for what is accepted or what is not accepted. It's do your due diligence and make sure you're in the know, right? And that will save you money in the long run and time. And then, so you can enjoy your time. I'm just going to wait around a little bit, if there's any question, if there's anything that you know anyone want to ask me, they can ask. I just want to say it's a opportunity to really be doing these lives. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate having the opportunity to interact with my subscribers, my viewers. I really appreciate that. That I know you know me, and we can, you know, enjoy each other's company and share and care and all of that. I appreciate doing that. And I just want to always be advising, informing, inspiring, and motivating you. That's the real reason why I do my YouTube channel. I want to make sure that I have I give you value for your time that you spend with me. All right, so it's almost 12 where I am. It's now 11:47 p.m. and I have someone with me. Is it Jayla C? Are you with me? Let me know. All right. Well, this is basically it. I have a meeting after this at 12, as you know, and that is one of the reasons why I chose to do it at this time, because I'll be off to bed, but the everywhere is quiet and I'm able to focus on you. As time goes, I'm going to try and do it at an earlier time so that you can participate more. And because I know this is late, this is bedtime, really, but the meeting I'm going to go to is very important. And for that reason, I am up at this time. I just want to say, always try to count your blessings. I'm thankful today that I'm able to do this. I'm thankful that I am busy. Yes, because you have persons, in the hospital who can't move. Some persons can't talk, So I am really grateful and thankful for being busy. We do take that for granted. Oh, I'm so busy. I don't have time to scratch my head. Oh, I'm so and we go off and we are always complaining and complaining and complaining. But let me tell you, when you're sick, when you're in the hospital and you can't move and all of that, it's not a nice thing. So we're always to be thankful and appreciative of things that we don't normally, you know, are appreciative of. This week, I got the opportunity to see a partial lunar eclipse. There was a harvest super moon. So what this is basically is is that the moon gets a bit bigger. The full moon, because every month there's a full moon, but it got so much bigger than the regular full moon. And it's also, say, a harvest moon because it shines so much brighter in the night. And this allows farmers who want to continue reaping throughout the night to be able to do so. Because, there are some things that need to be harvested by a certain time, corn and, other things. And so they use it as an opportunity to do that, to go into the night harvesting. So they call it harvest moon, super moon. But on the 17th in Canada and other places, um, you are able, some places you can see it much better than others. You're able to see the super moon. You're able to see that lunar eclipse. So there are like three things going on. A super moon, a big moon, and also shines brighter to enable persons to see, to harvest, their crop later than usual. And also there was a lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is the earth blocking just a little tips of the reflection of the sun onto the moon, because the moon gets its reflection, I think, if I remember correctly, that the moon gets its reflection from the sun. The sun is powerful, the sun is this, you know bright star. All of them are stars. It's just this bright stars. And the scripture says that God breathed out of his mouth stars all the time, and he knows every one of them by name. Every single one of them he knows by name. And let me tell you, one day I'm going to do a piece about stars. Yeah, some huge stars. Unbelievable huge stars. The sun is big to us, but you see, in outer space, in other galaxies, they are far superior to us. And one day I'm going to do a piece on stars and let you understand that, that the world is large, it's big, it's gigantic, and we are living in a little tubes. I say, for example, on a piece of paper, clear paper, you have a dot. You just put a dot with a pencil or a pen, a dot. That is Earth. In our solar system, that is Earth. Just a little dot. And yet we communicate, we talk to each other, we do things each day. We go from place to place. We travel. We're talking about traveling. We travel from Canada all the way to Kenya, from Toronto to Kenya, to other places in the world, and we get to do that on planet Earth. So we are blessed. We are really blessed, to be alive, on planet Earth. I don't take it for granted. I don't take life for granted. I don't take people for granted. And I'll try to love everybody, even the unlovable. Just make sure you're respectful, and that will guide you. Being respectful, it will really help to guide you. So it's now 11:54, and I'm going to tune out until the next one. So let me tell you my closing remarks. Yeah? Thanks for joining me tonight. These travel packing hacks and tips have helped to ease so much travel anxiety for me, and I really wanted to share them with you. Right? So until next time, walk good. And all who watch my video to the end, big up yourself, and big up to my little friend Jayla C, who was able to join us tonight. I know that sometimes you have to do and be somewhere else. I appreciate that. You can always watch my video. It will be on my playlist, personal travel, so you can always watch my video. Okay? It was nice being here, talking about traveling, how you can pack for it. Hope you got one or two things that you didn't know before that you can certainly use. And as I said, just be grateful about life. Every day is a good day. Even when it seems bad, there's so much things to be thankful for because you can breathe. You can breathe. You can talk. You can see. You can smell. Yeah. So it's a good day. Things will happen and that shall pass. It shall pass. You will be happy. You will be happy. So just believe that anything is possible with God. Believe in yourself, love others, and love your God. All right? So walk good, take care, respect, love you all. Bye bye.